Hey guys, Miss Patty. How are you? It is very hot here. I am, hoping that it cools down, but you never know. So, welcome to MP AI Labs. We're going to do something different today. This is going to be a series of, learning ChatGPT step by step, excuse me, for grown or older folks. Okay, I have been trying to do this for a while, but I'm going to slow it down. It's not going to be that long. I also created a breakdown and a PDF. It's only 8 pages, and it shows you step by step of getting started. If you don't know anything about AI or you want to learn, due to unemployment, or you just want to improve your skills. So I'm hoping that you can follow along with me. And the reason why I picked ChatGPT because it's widely known, easy to use, and okay, it's one of the LLMs that is free. There's a lot of different LLM. So first you have OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. Then you have the, Anthropic, which is Claude AI. Okay. They all have free tiers. You have also Google, okay, AI Studio with Gemini, that is also a free tier, and lots of other ones, okay? But we're going to stick to, ChatGPT. I'm just trying to speak, plain English. You don't need a degree. I'm going to, the guide actually will give you a step by step of how to log in and all that good stuff. So I broke it down that way. So just think of, ChatGPT. You can name it if you want to. I name mine. I name mine CT because, you can't keep saying ChatGPT. It's pretty long. So I just put CT. So it's sort of like a brilliant AI tool. Remember, it's a tool to help you, learn, help you to improve your reading, writing, any different types of skills. If you want to do cooking, traveling, history, a lot of people have used it for students with medical law. It's a very friendly LLM or tool to help you learn and improve. Okay. So basically, AI is here. It's not going to go anywhere. And, as humans have to sleep, AI is on 24/7. Okay. So, just think of you're having a very nice conversation, okay, with your LLM being ChatGPT, and it's going to give you, an answer back, okay? So just think about it that way. But I'm going to share my screen, okay? And then we'll start. All right, so you can go to any browser, okay? I'm using Firefox. You can use, Bing if you want to, or you can, just use anything. Just Google if you want to, okay? So when you come here, okay, this is your browser, okay? It's on the World Wide Web. You can search for, ChatGPT. Mine brings it up automatically. I actually logged out, but if you just type in, chatgpt.com, okay, it's going to come up. Mine comes up automatically because my computer remembers me, okay? So you are going to come here. You are not logged in because once again, okay, this is what it's going to be like. I want to do a side note, okay? Now, a lot of people I've seen said that they have to pay. They have to go to an actual site and pay for that. Okay, that is you. Just let you know, ChatGPT has a free tier once you log in. So you want to go to chatgpt.com. Okay, you want it to look like this, and then on the right hand side, it's going to say log in or sign up for free. If you don't have an account, you want to go here. And once again, on my free PDF on my Stan store, okay, it's going to give you exactly what to do, okay, step by step by step, okay. For me, since I already have an account, I'm going to go to login. So there's two ways of logging in to ChatGPT. If you already have an account, you want to go do the login. If you don't, you want to set it up and you're going to click here. I'm going to go into the login, okay? And I'm going to use my Google account to log in, but you have other, ways to log in, okay? So once that's going on, I pick the account that I want. It's going to be my Matsupati one, okay? Even when you sign up, I was going to ask for a verification code. So let me put my verification. Let me click over. Let me put my verification code because I never log out. Let's see. Okay. It's verify myself on real time. All right. So I'm back. Once you verify everything, this is what you're going to see. You're still at chatgpt.com, just let you know. You are going to see here, this is where we're going to put our prompt, okay? Where should we begin? This is where you're going to begin, putting in your prompt. But before we do that, I'm going to point out some features. On the left-hand side, that's this side, okay? You have new chats. If you click on that, it's going to actually be over here. Now, in this new chat, you have your plus sign, okay? This is where you're going to type your prompt. Your prompt is basically, you're telling ChatGPT, what do you want to do? And on my PDF is give you some prompts so you can practice of knowing how to speak to, ChatGPT. You can also use, the mic here, okay? Now, this plus sign is wonderful, okay? You click on the plus sign, you can actually upload photos and files on here. You can actually create images on here, and it's pretty good, okay? You can do deep research. If you have like a research paper, okay, or anything you want, ChatGPT to research, you want to click on here. You can copy and paste the URL if you want to. You can upload files here, as long as you click on this, it's going to do deep research, and it's really good. So it's basically going out and reading, everything about that particular subject, okay? You can do shopping research, if you want to use ChatGPT to shop for new shoes, clothing, or even a lamp. This will compare the price. It also does web searches too, okay? And then the more button, you can study and learn with it. Students use this to learn anything and everything that you need. Agent mode is a little bit more complex, so you don't want to start that. You have added resources. We're going to talk about that later. Canva is on here, and then quizzes is on here, okay? That's all in the plus button right here. Because you're new, you're not going to have really like no chats, but eventually, if you're looking for something, you can, click here and search for different projects that you're working on, okay? It's a great thing because sometimes I, jumble things up. So you can, actually do your search chat here. Images, okay? You can create images inside of ChatGPT, okay? So we're going to stop right there. I forgot to tell you. On the left-hand side by your name, okay, you want to, here's your setting, but you want to click on this, okay? This right here will still show that everything here, it has, you can upgrade your plan. I have the plus plan. I've had the free plan for like 2 years, okay? even before I upgraded to the plus plan. I think the plus plan is $20, $18 to $20. You can personalize that. We'll probably talk about that later. You can hit your setting, and then also here's your help center, release notes, terms and policy, report a bug, download apps, keyboard shortcuts are here. Okay. So I apologize, but yes, by your name on the left hand side. See right here? This right here is going to be very important. So it's going to be the setting here. All right. So we're back to images. On images, in the middle, you're going to describe your new image. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about prompting. This is just giving you the basics of ChatGPT. Okay. You can use the mic here. You can try different styles here and look at the arrows. You can do floral petals, gold, crayon, the paparazzi, clouds. Click on here. It's going to give you more stuff. Okay. You can also discover new things here. Okay. So you kind of peruse that. And these are all the images that I have created. So when you create images, it's going to store it here. So you can look at different things that I've created, here. Now, they have different apps within ChatGPT, which is really great. So there's two ways that you can actually do this. You can come here. You have Canva. You have Spotify, anything and everything. You got Instacart, Expedia, Lovable. You can, build an app here, website. So come on in and look at different apps. And here's your feature, lifestyle, and productivity. Lots of apps here. I know it's a lot, but calm down. It's going to be fine. Okay. So this is sort of like a one, stop shop that ChatGPT or OpenAI want you to start, which is great because if you are in your new chat and you want a Canva template, you can actually do at Canva and tell ChatGPT exactly what you want. It's going to create that. And then you can go into your Canva, account, and then you just basically copy and paste. It's really that simple. Okay. Deep research is here. And once you do the deep research, notice this is in blue. I think the last time it was a different color, but get the details. You want to analyze, renting, or you want to analyze how much it's going to cost for, buying this or a different project. You can track your food, analyze what's trending, summarize, the recent economic issues that's going on. You can compare music here. It does a true, deep analytical report. And then once the report is done, it's going to give you a report here. Okay. And then this is Codex. This, you're not going to use this yet because you don't know how to code. But it's there. Eventually we can move to that. Okay. So you can actually explore different GPTs, and we're just going to leave it at that. Okay. So basically, this is the basic thing that you need to know. New chat, always. Okay. Every time you click on that, you have new chats. Now we're going to drop down to where it says ChatGPT Auto. This is different models used to be here. Okay. And if you click on the latency model, you have instant and thinking. Okay. But you just can keep it on auto. It's the best thing for you right now. There used to be different models, but they're kind of going away with that. Okay. So say that you've already created your chat and you ask it to do a deep dive on certain things. You can actually have the sidebar that slides up and down, and under your chat, you can actually look at it that way. I have a tendency to have a lot of chats, or it's easier if you come to search chat. Okay. So once again, here is where you want to be. So that's basically the basic of exactly what is needed. Okay. Now, prompting is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you this because I want you to go and download this. You can go to my Stand store. Okay. There will be a link below and come to right here. Get my free ChatGPT for grown folks. It's free. Free is for you. Free is for me. Okay. Also, you can get this free prompt here. I may add like different types of prompting on here, but you can go to the Stand store /Matsupati. Okay. I'm not charging anything. Free means free. You can actually download, both of these. And it's going to actually show you how to prompt. Okay. So it gives you like helpful hints. I'm going to actually copy and paste. Okay. All right. This one's going to be interesting. It's I want to learn something new. Okay. Here is basically how you would prompt. Okay. There's very specific ways, but if you get my, PDF, this is going to help. Okay. Here's one of the prompts. I want to learn. Say you want to learn about gardening, whatever. Pick one. So we're going to want to learn how to learn how to play chess. I want to learn how to play chess. Okay. I am a complete beginner. Give me a simple 4-week beginner plan with an easy daily activity. Okay. This is where you want to learn. You can also technically here, click on this, hit more, and kind of do the study and learn if you want to. But we're going to do it this way. Okay. And then once you type everything in, okay, and just hit this beautiful button here, and it should plan out, and it's pretty fast, a 4-week approach as a beginner of how to play chess. Okay. So it's going to give you the breakdown between 15 to 25 minutes. There will be, any type of learning curve. I break down week 1, 7 days a week. It gives you key concepts, and it goes to week 2, 3, all that stuff, and your 4th week. Okay. So this is basically the basic of what I want you to learn. Okay. So I'm not going to give you that much because, I don't want to overwhelm you. Next time, I'm going to teach you truly. Once you're done, hit new chat. I'm going to give you probably give you 8 different things of how to speak to ChatGPT so you can be more comfortable. Okay. Once again, okay, always go to new chat. And if you're looking for the old chat, you can actually search it, most likely. Okay. And go under your chat here. And this is basically the chess, for beginners, my 4-week plan. So I can learn how to play chess. I already know how to play chess, but yes. So yes. So it's that easy to use ChatGPT. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed. And I'm just going to break it down little by little so that you don't get overwhelmed, and you can always go back and look at that. Once again, you can go to the Stand store, okay, download, the basic of how to use, ChatGPT for free. So don't pay for anything. There's lots of free resources out there. Remember, stay kind, hydrate, and I will talk to you later. Ciao. Today.